Hi everybody, Michael Dorfman here from San Miguel de Allende, Mexico. It's the 29th of June, 2020, and as I usually do, I'd like to give you an update on what's going on with regards to coronavirus here in Mexico. As I have mentioned several occasions, that I tune in pretty much every morning, at least listening to part of the president's press conference, which is from Monday to Friday. And every evening, actually 7 days a week, the Dr. Hugo Gatell from the Secretary of Health gives his report on update on what's happening with the coronavirus. So hope everybody is doing well here in San Miguel. Most of us are locked down, at least most of the time, and with the opportunity to get out and either going to shopping or whatever we have to do that's essential, supposedly. So it was very interesting. Last night I was listening to Dr. Gatell, and he gave a very interesting update on what's been happening. And it seems through certain graphs he was showing that there is a diminishing number of new cases over the last few days, and it looks like Mexico in general is on its way out from the major effects from COVID-19. It's not over by any chance. Actually, in the three major cities, which are Mexico City, Guadalajara, and Monterrey, there's almost 50% of the cases are in those three cities. So that's where it's focused. So anyway, I just wanted to tell you that also that there are different, it's called semáforos, which are the different lights that are given, different colors that are given to the different states, and that determines in what phase of the lockdown we all are. So as of 3 weeks ago, certain states were given the color of orange. Color of orange means that there is some opening. Color red means that it's pretty well shut down, and San Miguel, which is within the state of Guanajuato, is in the color orange, and it has been for the last 3 weeks. The whole state is in the color orange. There are now 18 states out of the 32 states in color orange, which means there is some opening, that the federal government is saying, this is what should be happening statewide. So with orange, you should have restaurants opened 50%. Restaurants are open here in San Miguel. So, that's going along with the plan. But also, according to the color orange, parks should be open up to 50%. Gyms should be open 50%, and churches 25%. So this is what should be happening once you're in color orange. And I checked out the other day. Why aren't things opening up that much in San Miguel and in the state of Guanajuato? Because the parks aren't open, the gyms aren't open. So I checked it, and for some reason, according to the state decision, which states now have a large say, as even though the federal government may say, okay, color orange, the states have the final decision, and the cities like San Miguel have the final decision. So they decided to keep it in red. Whatever the decision is, I looked last week also how many confirmed cases there are in San Miguel, and it was at that time, I think it was about 4 or 5 days ago, there were 82 cases and only 5 deaths. So according to, compared to other cities our size, it's fairly low. So anyway, I just wanted, I'm not, I'm discussing or debating the decision. I just wanted to let everybody know that we're still in red, even though the government is saying we can be in orange and we should be in orange. So hopefully in the future, in the near future, things will start opening up. Because one of the things that was mentioned, not only by the president, but also this Dr. Gattel, is that, we should be going out and getting some exercise. And what better place to get an exercise is in the parks. I think that we've been through enough. We're, to the point where we've adapted to wearing our masks in public, maintaining a safe distance. And if we go to parks, you're not supposed to go to a park and, get together and have a party, whatever. It's basically to maintain the distance, to get some exercise. So, that was stressed by both the president and the Dr. Cattell, that, we should be going out and exercise because it's important. It's important for our health to go out and get exercise. It's also important to reduce stress. So anyway, I just wanted to mention that, we are, as human beings, we are very good at adapting. So we're adapting to the situation. We've adapted to what the government is asking from us. And, in general, human beings adapt very well. We, throughout all of our history, we're able to adapt to different weather, climates. We have people living in the ice, in the extreme cold, and we have people can live in extreme heat. And so we can adapt. Other animals cannot adapt. Animals are, according to what they're, what they can endure, they adapt to that climate. And but human beings are different. So we're able to adapt. We can adapt to, we can even adapt to different noises. I mean, I live here in Los Frailes, and when we first moved here, we would hear the trains. I mean, all the time, every hour, every 2 hours, a train. And now we hardly hear the trains anymore. They're there and they're coming by, but you sort of, somehow the brain just moves out certain noises, and the same thing with odors. Sometimes you get used to an odor. So anyway, I just wanted to get back to the fact that we can adapt very well, and we've adapted to being in lockdown. We've adapted to wearing our masks in public and maintaining social distancing. So I think it's maybe it's time that we get out a little bit more. That's my opinion, my personal opinion. Today we met with a couple. One of my friend was celebrating his birthday, and we went out to Luna de Queso, the restaurant, which just opened up the new restaurant. And there's a lot of people there, and they're, all restaurants are doing the protocol that they need to do. So anyway, I just wanted to just, mention that it's healthy to get out, and, it all depends on our level, of fear. Each person has to make their own decision of what they want to do. So, anyway, I think fear is the main driving, our level of fear is the main driving point behind our decisions at this point with regard to the coronavirus. Anyway, I just wanted to mention something that, if by any chance we do test positive for the coronavirus, it doesn't mean that we're going to get, we have to get serious symptoms or we're going to die from it. It just basically means that, we're infected with the virus, and what's most important, whether we have the virus or not, what's most important is the health, is our personal health. And that's what I think, and I, always stress this, every time I do this video, I always stress the importance of, now's the time to take care of ourselves so that we don't have these the diseases that are associated with the worst case scenario and the death of coronavirus, which are, high blood pressure, type 2 diabetes, obesity, and heart disease, as well as lung disease. So if we take care of ourselves during this time, we strengthen our immune system, we eat healthy, and I always, promote, because that's my thing, is eating as much plant-based foods as possible in order to have the best health we can in order to be able to confront the coronavirus. So I think, just the final thing is that, I was thinking about the president, and he's been talking a lot about, stressing a lot the fact that the main problem in Mexico, is not really, the coronavirus. The main problem in Mexico is the level of disease that the Mexican people have. And that is because of the, which he stressed, the poor, eating habits that we have. So he's focusing on that a lot. And also the Secretary of Health is now preparing a guideline for the citizens of the country to improve their health through proper eating habits. And yes, it wasn't last week, the president even mentioned that the nutrition is going to be, and health in general, is going to be part of the education in Mexico. And what they're planning on doing is including nutrition and positive health habits as part of the studies that that children do through all levels of education. So I really thought that is a very positive move, and I don't know if other countries are doing, other presidents are promoting that, but I think it's wonderful that that's happening in Mexico. So I guess that's about it for now. I'll be back again. And oh, by the way, before I leave, I just want to mention, if anybody is interested in subscribing to my channel, my YouTube channel, which is Michael, the Thriving Vegan. But at the bottom of my video here, on the left, your right side, is a subscribe button. So if you'd like to subscribe, it would be great. And I'll be back and with more information and more updates. So enjoy your day, and I'll be seeing you soon. Okay. Good afternoon, and see you again. Bye.